From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
2 yards on.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Chargers first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Chargers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Chargers 7.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this completes a Henry over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Saints 14. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run here with Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Demario Davis.
Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here is Eckler. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
10-yard line.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the air.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to offense.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 29, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Again, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st down, Los Angeles.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Herbert back to the air. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the Chargers.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Protected by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
4-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Here it's complete. 8 yards yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's King. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they throw the interception and finish up the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Chargers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Once more, here's Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And some space here. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Herbert now. And He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On second down, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze finding Harris over the middle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Breeze now on first down. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Camara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by...
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run it again with Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because, you know, it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. And Lutz puts this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Williams. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
The extra point.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. Herbert. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Joe Reed. Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
12 yards is the pickup there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 44-yard line.
Breeze to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Chargers.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll have another first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stun silence here as they win.